Hi guys, it's me, Danibuttons, and I'm here today with our finished pages for October. This is crazy. The month is speeding by. The year is speeding by. You all know this. Wow. This month, I still didn't do great, but you know what? I'm okay. I ended up catching a pretty gnarly cold for the second half of the month, and I've just been busy with other things, and it happens. I did manage to finish 10 pages, which is not the worst, I guess. Not my worst month this year, that's for sure. And I have high hopes for next month and December, since I will be whipping out my Christmas books, and I'm very excited about that. So let me show you the 10 that I did do. And yeah, we'll just get right into it. So first up, I ended up finishing 2 more pages in Christmas Color by Number by Quest Opia. This is one of my 10 books to finish, and I'm hoping. This is one that I still do hope I will get to. And I just finished 2 randomly. This was actually on a Patreon video. So it was really funny is, I don't know if I haven't, like where the open ones are, but I had filled my red marker and overfilled it. So I ended up doing all of the red in the book. So just in case, no, that's not right. It wasn't just in case. The worst had happened. It was leaking everywhere. So to try to save some of that ink, I did all the red. So this page already had all this red done, but I finished this one with the cute little puppy, and I actually do have to refill some of my other markers. Like some of them were starting to run out. But since I was filming, I didn't. And now 100% I'm going to forget and then probably be filming again and be like, wah. And then I'll have to fill them while I'm filming. I'm talking too fast. I have to calm down. Dial it back in. Yes, I will have to fill them while I'm filming. And we'll see how that goes. But I did finish this puppy. And then I also finished this crazy, like, building scene. These were basically the colors they wanted. I did a little bit of adjusting because like I accidentally colored in one of the windows was supposed to be orange instead of brown, and I made that mistake, but this is basically what they wanted, and this is pretty wild. Also, I just broke my nail right before filming. In fact, like it's still here with me, debating gluing it back on, but I'm pretty sad about it, but that's why that looks so sad. But yeah, this one's crazy. So I want to say 6 left in here, and I think that I can get this one done. That is my hope. The other book that I'm really wanting to get done this year is 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camilla and Jokova. I also finished 2 in here, and I'm excited. We're making progress. I did this one, and I actually did this as a 5 marker challenge. So I used 5 markers, but then I foolishly went back in and added a gel pen, and now I'm not sure if it counts for that 5 marker challenge anymore. It was still just 5 markers, so maybe, but this was with the Pastel Ohuhus, which is something I used a lot recently, and yeah, I like how this one came out. And then I did this one, and I want to say, yeah, I did this for using glitter, so all of this is glitter. And I did also randomly pick which glitter markers to use. So this was 5 random glitter markers. And it's always crazy when especially like silver is so silver that it just looks like nothing is there. That's all silver. It's all sparkly. So technically that was page 77, but I've also finished to page 88 on the other side. So I think that means I have like 11 or 12 left, and I'm pumped. So this is another big goal for actually finishing the end of the year. I think I can do it. The only book that was not a 10 book to finish is Pastel Goth. Thankfully, I got the tiniest bit of Halloween coloring in. And this is by Yzma. And I did this page, and I just thought it was fun and cute. So, I used my Ohuhu pastels again. And in the background, I accidentally like had a bunch of lines, which I think you can still tell a little bit. But I used the method that Emily taught me, who is Color Me Impressed. And that is, I'm sure, again, I don't know if she invented this, but she's the one who taught me. So I always like to give her credit. And she's my best friend. So, you know. But it's to use your colorless blender and kind of like do this. And then it will make everything look a little bit textured. And it does kind of get rid of your lines a little bit. Again, on camera, you can kind of see them, but they're much better than they were. So I did that. And then I just used my bucket of what are you called? What are the fancy gel pens? Jelly rolls for everything else. So like I used some glaze and some metallic and some of the regular shiny ones. So that is what I did. And this is 2 different colors. I think it's coming up as 2 different colors. The crosses and the stars in the sky. And yeah, I like the glaze on the eyeball. You can definitely see in some lights. And yeah, very pretty. But that was that. And then the rest of the pages, the other 5, were all Disney villains because in October I color villains. So in November I color princesses because my birthday is in, well, you're going to see this tomorrow, I think. My birthday is on the 4th. So I'm very excited for my birthday, and I very selfishly theme my birthday coloring around princesses because obviously I'm the birthday princess, so it just makes sense. But like I was saying, October is for villains, and I finished 5. I finished 2 in here, which is a Trompe l'oeil Trick the Eye Volume 1, and one of them is good and one of them is not. So here is the old hag from Snow White. She came out pretty good. Pretty simple color palette. I like it. And unfortunately, the other one, this makes me sad because he's my favorite, is Hades. Ooh. He's not too bad, but he definitely came out a lot greener than blue, which was unfortunate. But now I don't remember which color specifically got really messed up. 3. Oh, yeah, on here, I know, I'm just trying to like justify. If you look here, that looks exactly the same, in my opinion. And then when it came out over here, it's much like bright green. And it almost looks like the background. I don't know. I love Hades. So I did all of my black outlining on both of these pages. They're not right next to each other. I don't know how to find the other one. I did all of my black outlining with acrylic paint markers. I used the Arteza acrylic paint markers. And I actually did his little brooch in acrylic paint too. But I personally don't have the skills to do the whole page in acrylic paint, or at least I don't feel like I do. So the rest of it I did in water-based markers. But I do like the acrylic paint for the sharp line work. So that was that. Then I did a page in Tomb 6. And I did, let's see, Yzma. Oh, so I do like how she came out. For her, I did the black and also this purple and I think this gray. Basically anywhere that's an outline is where I'm trying to do the paint markers. So her hands are paint marker, all this gray like her teeth, and that her eyes obviously are the black. So that's the goal with that, and this purple. But the rest of it is my water-based markers. And again, I love how it looks with all the lines like this. I know some people don't, but with water-based, you're basically destined to get streaking. So what I do, and I'm not even that careful, but I very intentionally just do one stripe at a time, all the way up and down in the whole area in an effort to get this beautiful, So I think that's a fun one. And then I actually got to color in 2 books that I had never colored in before, which was very exciting. One that's a little older is Méchants, which is a villains. And let's see. Oh, they slide down these. I colored. Oh, yes, I forgot it was in this direction. Lady Tremaine. So this book is definitely more detailed than some of the other ones, but I started off with a comparatively simpler page. Not too many colors and not too many details. But like with the other ones I was showing you, I did acrylic paint for as much outlining as I could. So the black is all acrylic. Actually, this gold is acrylic. Just I thought it looked fancy. And all of around her face is acrylic. And to be honest, I'm not positive if it is the best match, but I think it looks good. And I will be going forward with this method as often as I can. Right now, I only have a limited color palette of acrylic paint markers, but I'm looking into potentially getting more. We'll see. I don't know. But I was so happy to do a page out of this book because I've had it for a few months now and had not. But yeah. There she is, Lady Tremaine. And finally, I actually did this page today, and it is from the new Vitro, and I think I got sick the day after I got this book. So I had desperately wanted to color out of it, and I did not. But I finally did, and in fact, this may look familiar. I colored our cover boy, Scar. So I'm not the biggest Lion King fan, and I figured let's start off with one I'm not super love with in case everything goes wrong, but I think everything went okay. Also, Scar just came to Dreamlight Valley if you're playing, and if you're not, you should be. Dreamlight Valley on all platforms. But yeah, Scar's in the game now, so I figured I would color him, and I think he came out pretty good. It was a lot of fun to do. These books are going to be interesting. I still think I will need more practice, but since there's so many little cutoffs, it's pretty easy to color in the areas. And yeah, going forward, I'm very excited for this book. I really think it's going to be one of my very favorites. And hopefully in November, I can work in here a whole bunch. But that is it for me. Let's talk November plans quickly. Sometimes I make a full video, sometimes I do not. I'm not sure the status of my YouTube channel at this moment. Like I said, I've been in a slump. I don't really want to push myself into filming it when I don't want to, because I've done that before, and I personally think you can definitely tell the difference in the quality of my filming, and just like you can hear that I'm unhappy. So I don't want to be doing that. So it's kind of TBD in November. Hopefully I'll have some stuff up, and hopefully I'll be coloring. Also, I'm hoping to potentially bring back one video a month that's not coloring related, just to be showing you my other hobbies, because I think that's fun. And all of us who color are not just people who color. We definitely all have other hobbies, and a lot of them overlap. So I'm thinking probably no more than one video a month. I do want to remain a coloring channel, but I just think it's fun to show you other sides of myself and get us talking about those other things, because again, I do think a lot of us overlap, so it will be fun. But yeah, so I'm not promising anything. My birthday is next week, the 4th, and we're going to Vermont for the weekend. I'm very excited. I have never been up there before, and it should be fun. I'm doing like everything Danielle-ish that you could possibly do. We're going to the Vermont Teddy Bear Factory. We're going to Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and we're going to a aquarium that's letting me hold turtles. Like, we specifically are like going to a turtle class essentially, and I'm very, very excited. And in fact, like, I could have gone to a class that I could like feed them breakfast, but it was like 8 a.m. and half an hour from my hotel and on my actual birthday, and I was like, I'm gonna be sleeping instead, and I'm probably gonna get to swim at the hotel. So sounds like the perfect birthday weekend. We'll see if I bring any coloring. I always claim I'm going to, and then I never do it. So it could go either way, but I'm hoping for a better coloring month. I always say that. My goal for November coloring, princesses and start Christmas. That's really it. So I thank you so much for sticking around. I hope to see you more soon. And that's it, I think. It's too short to have a word, so I probably will not, but thanks for sticking around. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and I'll see you soon with something new. Bye, friends.